Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. We're going to make lasagna today, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out by using some cottage cheese and ricotta, and I'm using both of these tubs because I am going to make 2 pans of lasagna. And I'm making 2 pans because we're going to have one for dinner, and then I volunteer for Lasagna Love, and you can find that at lasagnalove.org if you want someone in your area to cook you a lasagna, or if you want to volunteer to make a lasagna for a needy family. And I have really enjoyed this. Since this video is done with RYLEA and I have made 3 more lasagnas, and I'm just really enjoying it. But if you need some sort of help and you would like somebody to cook for you and you love lasagna, go sign up, or sign up to be a volunteer. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to go and just enjoy helping your community. And I was surprised with our little community that I was matched so quickly. But anyway, we are going to add 2 eggs to this mixture because that's what's going to bind it together. And then once RYLEA gets those mixed in, we're going to start adding some seasoning. Now RYLEA has finished washing her hands because she had some egg on her fingers. She's going to mix this together, and we're going to add probably a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper, some oregano and some parsley and some granulated garlic. Once we get this mixture all mixed together, we're going to start on our sauce. But keep in mind right now I do have ground beef cooking in the background that you don't see. I just season it with a little salt and pepper, but you'll see what we do with it next. Now we're going to start with a large can of crushed tomatoes. I like to use this as a base just to start with. This red sauce or spaghetti sauce, whatever you want to call it, is the basic one that I use when I need a red sauce. So if you want to make a red sauce like this, just follow this right here. We're going to use the same ingredients: salt, pepper, granulated garlic, parsley, and oregano. We're going to add that right to this mixture. I'm going to link a little iCard up above that shows another recipe that I use this red sauce with, and that's going to be meatball stuffed dinner rolls with a side of angel hair pasta, and that is delicious. So I hope you go after you watch this, click on to the little icon up top, the little iCard, and watch that one and see how that turns out. It's great, by the way. So we're going to mix all this together, and then the ground beef is finished cooking, and mine was frozen, so when you see the bottom of this pan, that is not grease. That is water that I put in there to cook it fairly quickly. So we're going to add all of this meat to this sauce, and then we're going to be ready to start assembling our lasagnas. Now I'm using these oven-ready lasagna pasta here, and always put a little bit of sauce in the bottom. So with this pasta, you do not have to boil it. It cooks right in with your lasagna. I mean, it's just great. I'm so glad they come up with this idea. But you're going to layer first a little bit of sauce, some of the lasagna noodles, and then that ricotta mixture, and then we're going to put some of that red sauce and with the meat in it on there, and then some mozzarella cheese, little Parmesan cheese, and some Parmigiano Reggiano. And then you always want to end with cheese on top, and make sure that your cheese covers everything on the top. That way, if there's a little noodle sticking out, then it won't dry out in the oven. It'll all be moist and delicious. Finishing off with the top layer, which is of course the cheese that I told you about. I guess you can never have enough mozzarella. But now we're ready to bake, and we're going to bake these covered up at 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes, and then uncovered for 15 to 20 minutes until it is golden and the edges look really crispy and done. And this is how ours turned out, and it was fantastic. Riley is super excited because she's never had lasagna, and it was her first time, and she loved it. So I'm just going to show you that we just cut it in. I did let it sit for a little bit because you want to do that so it sets up and everything doesn't just all fall out of the center whenever you take your first slice out. So here was ours. Look at that. Lasagna. It doesn't get much better than that. Little side salad and some garlic toast, and you are set for a delicious, hearty meal. And I thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed cooking with me. Hit that follow button if you haven't already so you don't miss any recipes. I upload videos once a week. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. And by the way, don't forget to look up lasagnalove.org and volunteer, or if you're in need, sign up for a lasagna in your community. Thanks, y'all. Bye.